over the course of the next several years, Los Angeles will be host to the World Cup, and then the Super Bowl, and then the Olympics. With this rebuilding effort needing to take place, is LA going to be ready for all of those global events?
My humble position, and it's not just being naively optimistic, that only reinforces the imperative moving quickly, doing in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation. President of the United States, Donald Trump, to his credit, was helpful in getting the Olympics to the United States of America, to get it down here in LA. We thank him for that. This is an opportunity for him to shine, for this country to shine, for California and this community to shine. The opportunity with all of that and all that opportunity and that pride and spirit that comes from not just hosting those three iconic games and venues, but also the opportunity, I think, to rebuild at the same time. And that's why we're already organizing a Marshall Plan. We already have a team of looking and reimagining LA 2.0, and we're making sure everyone's included, not just the folks on the coast, people here that were ravaged by this disaster.
Hey friends, this is T again with another reaction video. And today we're going to be doing a reaction on This Song Has California Laughing and Gavin Crying. Now, if you don't know who Gavin is, it's Gavin Newsom, all right? And I just came across this video. I saw a tiny bit at the beginning, so I wanted to do a reaction to the whole thing. Now, it's about the wildfires in California. And I mean, it was terrible, terrible. I don't care if you're a left-leaning person or a right-leaning person. It's just terrible altogether. You still can feel for the people that gone through this, okay? Just like you felt for those people in Hawaii, all right? Terrible situation. But a lot of people believe that it's a land grab, basically, okay? That, you know, because Gavin Newsom is now talking about restructuring California, you know, differently than where it was, the way people liked it. He wanted to do something different. I also heard rumors that they want to put low income housing there too as well. So, you know, a lot of people with money don't like this, okay? But they can't do much about it because this guy's going to be the governor for a certain amount of years. There's a lot of people that's controlling California, and they got invested interest in it right now, okay? Whether the people like it or not. So there's a lot of people that's angry over this situation. I don't know how much Trump can really fix this. I don't know if there's going to be conditions for the money that Gavin Newsom is begging for. I'm hoping that he makes Gavin Newsom use that $50 million that he want to Trump-proof California with for these wildfires, instead of just using it to go after Trump, which is insane when you really think about it. But the Liberal Party are doing a lot of stuff insane right now, okay? And it's just a sad situation for everybody. And I mean, we can go over everything or whatever, but this is not why I wanted to do this reaction. I just want to do it for a laugh, because this guy is just a joke in my opinion, okay? He's a joke. I'm not saying he ain't intelligent. He probably is, but the what he's doing in California is just it's just horrible. It's just horrible. And I know most people in California want to get rid of him, can't stand the dude, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reaction. But before we do, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever we come out with new videos, okay? All right, let's get started. This has something to do with, because during one of his interviews, he seemed like he was dancing or something, right? And, you know, and people are like, you know, our houses just burned down, and, you know, and yet you seem like you're excited. He gave the impression that he was excited about it, because he the whole time, instead of talking about the people that going through all this stuff, I ain't saying he ain't say anything about it, but instead of focusing mainly on that, he's talking about how excited about rebuilding California. And then he's talking about all these ideas that he want to do, okay? You thinking in your mind, my house just burned down. I want my house back. I want my neighborhood back, okay? But this dude seemed to be excited about something else. And most people, even Fox News, everybody talking about this sound like a land grab. A lot of his friends going to benefit from all the rebuilds and everything else. Because they've been, like to say, the liberals been doing a lot of dirt. Don't get me wrong, the conservatives is bad too, in a way. But right now, the liberals are really bad, okay? They doing so much dirt right now. They passed insanity. Ever since Trump came into office, they just went off the rockers, okay? and people don't know what's going on. And Gavin Newsom seemed like he's just excited about the whole situation. That's the impression I'm getting. I'm sure a lot of other people are getting that too as well.
In the land of sun and endless tan, where the fires blaze across the land, Governor Gavin's got a plan, but it's as clear as beachside sand. Oh, California's burning bright, but Gavin's dancing in the light. Shimmy, shimmy, watch him go. Leadership just for show.
Yeah. Yeah, you should just check out his freaking interviews, man. The guy he seemed like he won the lottery, man, the way he's dancing and being excited. That's why a lot of people are thinking, dog, man, just all planned. Because they want to make these new cities, electric cities or whatever you want to call it, right? And they want to make it in their own image of what they want. And of course, a lot of these people coming out of the work trying to buy a lot of land in California, because that's how it's done these days. In my old neighborhood that I grew up, all of a sudden houses just start catching on fire, just out of the blue. Every time you turn around, a house caught on fire. So after a while, we started to figure it that, we think the city want our neighborhood, basically. Okay. And then eventually they got it. And now they rebuilding around the whole area, because you can tell when they want something, they'll neglect things. You don't see no street sweepers or anything like that. Lights are going out at night on the poles and stuff, but not being repaired. And all of a sudden, people's houses catching on fire. They use scrupulous tactics to get what they want, and it works. And they've been probably doing this for like centuries or whatever, right? Whatever they want, instead of paying for it, they just make it a disaster area, or hoping that a disaster happen so that way they can move in and take advantage. There's a saying for that, though. Don't let a good disaster go to waste or whatever, right? This is what the rich people, that's their motto for some reason, okay? When they can buy that land, they can buy it. Now, if it was already a wreck of an area and then a tornado hit it or whatever, and then rich people came in and rebuilt it, that's one thing. But it's people homes, okay? People homes. And they are like they don't care, especially this guy. And that's the impression. That's my opinion, okay? I'm not saying he don't care or do care. I'm just saying I get the impression this guy don't care that much, okay?
Budget cuts to firefight crews, pouring cash in green pursuits. Hydrants dry, the flames advance. Gavin's doing his little dance. Oh, California's burning bright, but Gavin's dancing in the light. Shimmy, shimmy, watch him go. Leadership just for show.
I could definitely see this pissing him off. I could definitely see that, right? Because this is what everybody's saying. A lot of people talking about his presidential thing is going to go down the toilet. Nobody going to want him for president now. But I still get the feeling he going to run, and I still get the feeling a lot of people still going to support them. Even people from California. It's crazy. It's crazy. This man has done so much damage, and yet these people still going to vote for him. It's insane, man. It's like, now I understand the rich that would support him, especially if they want to invest in California and other places. But the people that's living through this hell, it'd be crazy if these people vote for this dude again or vote for him for president, okay? I mean, insane.
Recall petitions stack up high as smoke fills up the golden sky. Residents left in despair while Gavin's shaking here and there. Oh, California's burning bright, but Gavin's dancing in the light. Shimmy, shimmy, watch him go. Leadership just for show. Governor dear, leading with a grin and cheer. But when the fires rage and roar, we need a leader, not a chore.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of people also saying that you get what you vote for. I hear that a whole lot, okay? And a lot of people are hoping, and it's not just the people in California, I'm talking about other people from other states. They're hoping that they look at all this and realize, man, maybe these are the type of leaders you shouldn't have. But it seems like they hate conservatives so much, or even independents, man, don't seem to get a chance. And it seems like they hate us so much that they'll just put anybody in there as long as they liberal or Democrat. You know what I mean? It's terrible, man. You know, you get mixed feelings about the whole thing. So you on one hand, you like, these people houses burned down. They lost all their valuable possessions, and you feel sorry for them and you pray for them. But then on the other hand, these same people, you know, had a chance to get rid of this dude, but didn't. I mean, like I say, it brings out a lot of mixed feelings in people.
Budget cuts to firefight crews, pouring cash in green pursuits. Hydrants dry, the flames advance. Gavin's doing his little dance. Budget cuts to firefight crews, pouring cash in green pursuits. Hydrants dry, the flames advance. Gavin's doing his little dance. Oh, California's burning bright, but Gavin's dancing in the light. Shimmy, shimmy, watch him go. Leadership just for show. So here's to you, our governor dear, leading with a grin and cheer. But when the fires rage and roar, we need a leader, not a chore.
All right, we just reacted to This Song Has California Laughing and Gavin Crying. Truly, I believe this guy don't care. I mean, even if he can't run for president, I think he's still going to somehow line his pockets. And this is the vibe I'm getting off this dude, right? That's what the liberals love to use, vibe, okay, that feeling. But yet they ignore all these people. All these people that's doing all this kind of stuff, okay? With all the information coming out, like with USAID and, you know, all the stuff he did during COVID, where he was like not letting the kids go to school, but his kids went to school, and people can't keep their businesses open, but his friends could. And now these wildfires and everything else is going on, man. And I mean, it's just like, I just don't understand liberals, man, how they keep voting for these people, man. I mean, you see the stuff going on in Chicago and all this kind of stuff, right? You just don't understand what how these people are thinking. Like, what are they gaining from this? But I feel like certain people are getting their pockets lined, so they're going to support it big time because they don't have to really have a job. They can just go around on social media and run around doing picket lines and all this kind of stuff, so and get paid for it, you know? So I think that's the reason why a lot of these people are showing up on camera, you know, pretending like they don't see all this crap happening, okay? It's terrible. It's just a terrible thing. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I hope that Trump will make this guy use the $50 million that he want to Trump-proof California with to help these people out before he give him a dime, okay? You know, don't give him nothing. Make him spend that $50 million. Help his people. That's what he's supposed to be doing. But yet they got, you know, other plans. And they trying to sell it to people like, you know, hey, you know, it's bad that, you know, all these houses and forests burnt down. But we got something better in the horizon for you. Not really for you, but for us. But we try to sell it like it's better for you too, right? It's not. You're not going to get anything out of it. If you honestly think this guy is going to give y'all anything, right? You crazy at this point. You crazy. You know? Yeah, he gonna rebuild it, all right. He gonna all of a sudden figure out a way to get rid of the homeless and everything else that's going on in California, the drugs and stuff, when they build a new, exciting, electric cities, 15-minute cities, or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what they call them now, but that's what you know they're going for. They want to rebuild. So they, like I said at the beginning, man, when I was living in my old house that I grew up in, we just knew that the city had something to do with it when it came down to all these houses are burning down and all this kind of stuff, right? Because these people don't want to pay for it. They want to keep their money. So they figure out different ways. And not only do they take your property, but then they use taxpayer money to rebuild. And that's what Gavin Newsom is begging Trump for. Even though he got $50 million at his disposal, but he also want more money so he can do whatever he wants with it, okay? But hopefully Trump will put conditions on this situation and he can't, exactly do what he wants. But I get the feeling they're gonna get what they want, because that's what rich people do. They get what they want most of the time. So I'm feeling for those people in California that they had to go through this, lose their houses or whatever. But I'm hoping that this is a wake-up call for them. I really do. And like I said, sad, man, you not only lose your home, but you lose all the things that you owned. Everything that you cherish is gone. And I feel like this guy don't care. Because a lot of these rich people, their houses weren't touched. Okay? Their houses are still standing. Not only do they got the resources to do, because what was going on during the wildfires, there was a lot of rich people that was hiring private companies to put out fires around their homes and stuff. Because they had the money to do it. Regular people don't. And people think all these people in these cities or states or whatever have all this money because they live in California, and that's not the case. A lot of people save up to buy houses or whatever. They can't afford it. And then you're talking about the insurance companies leaving. I mean, it's terrible. I'm glad somebody made a video about this. I know it's supposed to be like a joke or whatever, parody or whatever, but I hope they still make more of these about the other governors that don't seem to care about their people. I really hope so, man, because this is a shame and shocking. And if 10, 15 years ago, if you told me this was going to happen, I wouldn't have believed it. But it's happening. It's definitely happening. This guy don't give a crap. He just look evil, man. He like a shyster, car salesman. It's just terrible. I can't believe these people had a chance to recall this dude and didn't do it. And I know they regretting every minute of that right now. All right, but that's all I got to say. It was a pretty funny video, but unfortunately, the Californians are gonna be suffering for a few more years, and I really don't know what's gonna happen for them. I really don't. Thanks again for stopping by. This is T and peace.
In the land of sun and endless tan, where the fires blaze across the land, Governor Gavin's got a plan, but it's as clear as beachside sand.